Gold's flat, but still, what is it? As it went on the air, $2,656. Up over $600 an ounce since we made the forecast. This would be a golden year for gold. And this is just the beginning. Now, even the mainstream people are saying it could hit 3,000 this year. If they go to war, it may well hit 3,000. I don't see it hitting 3,000, but I do see it hitting around 2,800.
Political tensions in the Middle East, the upcoming U.S. elections, and the possibility of an interest rate cut in November are likely key factors influencing the prices of gold and the U.S. dollar. This week, gold prices fluctuated between the threat of collapse and the potential for new all-time highs, driven by the escalating Middle East conflict and U.S. job data. However, by Friday afternoon, the market found itself in a balancing act, with opposing forces neutralizing any major movements in the price of gold, at least for the short term. Renowned trends forecaster Gerald Celente, founder of the Trends Research Institute, has long been recognized for his accurate predictions on economic, political, and social shifts. Celente notes that gold prices have risen to around $2,656 per ounce and expects them to peak at $2,800 by the end of the year. Others, however, predict that prices could surge as high as $3,000 if the Middle East conflict escalates. Market sentiment on gold's near-term outlook remains divided. In a recent Kitco News Gold survey, only a minority of Wall Street analysts saw potential for price gains in the coming week. Of the 16 analysts surveyed, 44% expected an increase, while 19% predicted a decline. The remaining 37% believed gold would remain relatively stable. Celente has also hinted at the possibility of a false flag event, which could further drag the U.S. into the Middle East conflict. Such an event, he suggests, could serve as a political tool to boost figures like Vice President Kamala Harris, similar to how President George W. Bush gained public support in the early days of the War on Terror. As the U.S. military continues strikes in key Yemeni cities, including the capital, Sana'a, and the strategic port city of Hodeidah, geopolitical tensions in the region are likely to keep exerting pressure on gold prices and global markets in the weeks ahead. Before we dive into the video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content.
Why is the United States involved in a religious war? At the Peace and Freedom rally we had here, that was sensational, and the wonderful, wonderful people that came and the generous donations we got from. I read some of George Washington's farewell address. He said, don't get involved in this stuff. It's been going on for thousands of years. And he mentions about religion. This is in our interest. What if I don't believe in your religion? Not telling you to believe in mine. Don't tell me to believe in yours. But that's the way they write it. The S&P lost 0.17%, blah, blah, blah. The Dow Jones Industrial slid 184 points. NASDAQ down a bit. What else? U.S. crude futures rose more than 5%. Yeah, Brent crude was up. We went on the air. It's at almost $78 a barrel. This is just the beginning. We've been writing in the Trends Journal now. By the way, you go back to one of our top trends for 2023, Middle East meltdown. We warned this was going to happen. The only magazine in the world. And when you go back to oil, we've been warning about this now for how long? Virtually every issue of the Trends Journal. We said if Iran goes to war with Israel and the United States becomes involved in it, you're going to see Brent crude go to above $130 a barrel. The street's saying now $100. Even if it goes to $100 a barrel, it's going to crash. Now, at 100, it won't. 120, 130, it'll crash the global economy and the equity market. And remember, when all else fails, they take you to war. So get ready for a false flag attack. That's right. America has to fight Iran. We have to stand up for Israel. And this way, Kamala Harris will get boosted in the polls, just like little Georgie Bush. We're going to get that guy Osama bin Laden, dead or alive. And 98% of the people swallowed his crap. This is serious. So gold's flat, but still, what is it? As it went on the air, $2,656. Up over $600 an ounce since we made the forecast. This would be a golden year for gold. And this is just the beginning. Now, even the mainstream people are saying it could hit 3,000 this year. If they go to war, it may well hit 3,000. I don't see it hitting 3,000, but I do see it hitting around 2,800. And again, we don't give financial advice. We're trend forecasters. Think for yourself. Eurozone business activity slipped back into contraction last month. No shit. How long have we been saying this?
An Israeli drone strike on the Badawi camp in northern Lebanon has claimed the lives of a Hamas military official, his wife, and their 2 young daughters. Meanwhile, Lebanon's health ministry reports that over 2,000 people have been killed in Israel's attacks across the country, including 127 children and 261 women. As tensions continue to rise, Israel has signaled its intention to respond soon to a recent attack by Iran. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu made it clear that Iran made a mistake and will face consequences, with Israeli and American officials now determining their next targets. The Jewish New Year ends at sunset, adding a layer of anticipation as the next few days could see significant developments in the region. Meanwhile, Gerald Celente highlights the broader context of escalating wars in Ukraine and Israel, with bombings spreading to Syria, Lebanon, and Gaza. He also noted reports of 18 deaths in the West Bank. However, amid these global conflicts, Celente criticized the Wall Street Journal for featuring a front-page story on Gandhi's admirers, seemingly overlooking these urgent and critical events. Let's get back to the interview.
All the stuff that I'm talking about, the wars going on in Ukraine, escalating with the Israel war, bombs away over Syria, Lebanon, Gaza, and now they just, before I went on the air, they just killed about 18 people in the West Bank. This is the front page, big picture in the Wall Street Journal. Birthday spectacle draws Gandhi admiring. A big picture on the front page. Then you look at the toilet paper or record, the New York Slime. This is Thursday, the business section. We didn't get one article out of here. How Musk promulgates fake news. Look at this big picture. Look at this stupid shit. What does this have to do with business? What the is fake news? Oh, you only put out real news. Oh, you're the scumbags that sold the lie of, what's that guy's name? Hussein, Iraq, bringing in aluminum tubes from Niger or something as proof that they was making weapons of mass destruction. And you're talking about fake news, and this is the shit that you're showing? Somebody, a lovely lady who came to the rally, gave me 2 newspapers from the New York Times from 1868. Look how big it is. Look how small the New York Times slime is today. No pictures. Oh, by the way, it was for 4 cents. 4 cents, now it's $4. 4 cents when it made sense, and now it's $4 when it's just nothing but shit. We're giving you what nobody else is. Journalism is dead. It's gone. You ready? Reuters. The beleaguered U.S. office property market may be bottoming out, analysts told Reuters. You know what that is? It ain't bottoming out. The bottom hasn't even gotten near yet. Throughout 2023 and 2024, many developers and lenders chose to extend maturing loans with new terms or held off a sale to avoid recording a big loss. You got it. They're rigging it. It's only going to work for so long.
The fragile balance between rising conflicts, political uncertainty, and economic pressures continues to shape the trajectory of gold and global markets. While some predict surging prices amid growing instability, others foresee a more measured outcome. How will these factors unfold? And what broader implications will they have for the global economy and international relations? Share your thoughts in the comment section. If you found this video informative, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.